To the people of the law enforcement institutions of the United States, we're not letting your situation stay like this. For a decade now, your institutions have been the focus of many pressures you should not have to be dealing with. A flood of deadly military-class weapons being put onto the streets. Waves of blatant and violent crime suddenly appearing all over at the same time. Radical protests abusing a constitutional protection meant to ensure our people could communicate with their government. Extremists of both political factions suddenly all over the news claiming they are justified in trying to take over the country for its own good. And the police suddenly under a spotlight, with every single law enforcement action taken up by agitprop organizations of one side or the other to spread distrust and fear of the police among our people. All of this makes the job of law enforcement more difficult, more thankless, and far more dangerous and deadly than ever before. But I don't have to tell you that. You already know. So we are not going to allow your situation to stay like this. As the President, I will lead a nationwide effort to bring your situation under control and reconnect our people with their police officers. I will start with these three initiatives. First, until we have restored safety to our streets and sanity to our public discourse, these 5 words will be in force. Every shield has a shield. Every law enforcement officer will carry a shield which can at least protect against small arms fire. We will design it for ease of carry, but we will also ensure it is effective at protecting officers' vital areas. This obvious, easy-to-implement answer does several things at once. It gives officers immediate life-saving protection against today's #1 threat, an unexpected attack with a firearm. It visibly communicates to would-be attackers that they cannot count on surprise to overcome an armed officer. And it does one more vitally important thing. In every situation where an officer is facing the shoot, no shoot decision, it gives officers at least one moment to do something else. To speak, to engage the subject's mind away from escalating the situation so you can use your training to bring things under control before any shots have to be fired. This first answer is going to make a whole lot of difference in deterring violence against officers and in de-escalating situations. Second, we will begin handling all non-violent situations without police actions as much as possible. Sending armed officers to do something that can be accomplished by any other way only decreases the ability of law enforcement to maintain its readiness to protect public safety. Our government should have worked to accomplish this long ago. There is no need for someone with an administrative offense to receive a visit from an armed officer. And there is every reason to handle those contacts with administrative means, phone, email, package delivery, etc. And I, as President, will lead the initiative to make this happen. Third, when public safety is threatened, you will go in force from now on, and you will go with speed, with full equipment, and with all the information about the situation that can be gained with modern technology. Sending unarmored officers by ones and twos into deadly situations where they have no information is the worst possible response. It has cost officers lives, and it has also cost the lives of some of our people who acted as on-the-spot responders with their legally owned weapons. Responding to active threats to public safety by going in force with proper equipment and with the best information possible is the right answer in these times. These are the 3 initiatives I will lead as the next president. These answers should have been put in place long ago. In a country at peace, with public respect and community support for law enforcement, an officer can reasonably count on normal reactions in their contacts with the public. But when politicians and propagandists are inflaming our people against their own police officers, with deadly weapons easily available to anyone, we cannot pretend things are normal. Returning our country to normalcy is the job of our government and our people working together. Protecting public safety until we are at peace again is the job of law enforcement. As a candidate, I will give this solution the full support of my campaign. As President, I will give this solution the full support of the executive branch. But as always, we do not need to wait for the next election to start fixing our problems of today. We'll be setting up an organization and bringing every interested party and interested community together to make these answers happen ASAP. So please, join the social media threads below dedicated to this solution to show your support and be part of making this happen. I'm Paul Auger, candidate for President of the United States in 2024. And I fully approve this message.